empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight.
Yes, people, welcome.
Music there, like.
I know, it's great music. But welcome back to Leicester Premier League. We are here for the weekly review show. To the people who live off Facebook and Instagram, I hope you're well and safe. You know, the world is coming to the end, and all of that crap that you get. The minute one of the social media networks go down, it's like, oh my god, the world is ending. Oh my god, the world is ending. It's not. But this is what life was like before Facebook and Instagram. If Twitter goes down, then yeah, you can be a bit more sad, but you still have your PlayStations to play FIFA 22, which I'm having a great time with. I've rectified Curtis Jones's, number, his rating. Pika couldn't join. You can, because I have an idea. So, Tyler, watch out. Be very quick. All right, this is for Tyler. So, Tyler, if you click on that link, and then the minute you're in here, I'll delete it, because we don't want any randomers walking in. When I say walking in, I mean coming into the back end or backstage, shall I say? But yeah, if you are free to join, as I did send it to you on Instagram twice, but I don't think it's quite working. Well, Instagram, actually, scrap that. Instagram is definitely not working. I can't refresh my feed for ages. I haven't been able to do it for quite a while. But yeah, we'll just wait for Tyler, because I've literally got my thumb is ready to press remove quite quickly. Because Sup Lads coming on now as laptop decided to restart after freezing. Nice. And there we go. We got Tyler sorted. I'm a genius, you see. I am a fucking genius. There's always ways to get around it when Mark Zuckerberg or whatever his name is starts selling our data, or God knows what he's doing with it. Sell it for all I care. Enjoy. Charlie says, where was the EFL show? Well, I don't know if you were aware, but StreamYard decided to really fuck up. And when I say really fuck up, I mean not work at all. Now, obviously, a lot of us YouTubers use StreamYard to, produce the shows that we do. And it decided to pop up at 6:30. By that time, it was too late to fit an hour show into a half-hour slot. So we had to cancel it, I'm afraid. We'll be back on Thursday, providing StreamYard doesn't mess up. But yeah, I do apologise. But we are here for the EFL, not the EFL show, the Premier League show, the weekly review show. That's the one. Got a lot to talk about. Obviously, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer tactical masterclass yet again at Old Trafford. Proper managers getting a draw at Anfield. And Ronaldo just stinking up Old Trafford again. What could possibly go wrong, Kenny?
I prefer.
Yeah. You prefer not to speak, but I'm going to make you speak, I'm going to make you speak a lot. Because the first one up is, in fact, who would have guessed that Manchester United versus
If it was going to be any match, it was going to be United Everton, wasn't it, Niall?
Of course it was.
To be fair, I'm glad you didn't do Liverpool first.
Nah, it's okay. Liverpool at the end. But no, Kenny. A really good performance from Ollie. I thought he made everything. I think he got everything right. Kenny, I'm going to ask you one thing. Ronaldo, was he arguably the biggest mistake United ever did this summer? Like bringing him, because believe it or not, the minute you took Cavani off, your entire team went to fucking shit. Literally, I've not seen a football team capitulate as bad as you lot did the minute that Edison Cavani left the football pitch. Like, genuinely, Ronaldo is shit, right? I think it's fair to say Ronaldo is a shit player. He is no better than Phil Jones now. In fact, that's disrespectful to Phil Jones. He is the GOAT. Now, Kenny, being serious though, that was not the time to bring on Ronaldo, was it? Because the minute you brought on Ronaldo, it all went very pear-shaped.
Yeah, I don't think it was the time to bring on Ronaldo. I think Ole is just done for, honestly. I mean, these two Liverpool fans will be really happy with the result. Two rivals drawing. Happy days, isn't it?
See, I was happy before we went and drew against Man City. That would have been perfect if we had
draw
City.
against small clubs, I imagine. Could never be my team. Everton bigger than Man City. But I thought we started off well. First half was good. I thought you'll be happy with this now. I thought Greenwood played very well.
I don't need you to tell me that. I already know Greenwood was playing well. Ironically, Greenwood plays really well when you have I don't know a fucking Cavani instead of Ronaldo. Hey, even Bruno looks better with Cavani, but you know we don't want to upset the Mr. Ronaldo, do we?
Ronaldo has still got 4 goals in 5 games, and he's but Everton.
Yeah, but when Ronaldo doesn't score, no one scores. So you know, just Kenny, you can fight me on Ronaldo, but it's not going to go well for Mr. Cristiano. That's all I'll say.
Well, I thought. I mean, they're offside. I can't believe Tom Davies didn't shoot. If he did shoot, then that would have been. We would have lost 2-1. Apparently,
that would have been even better.
There's some news from Fabrizio about Ole going to Solskjaer, by the way. It's basically just that if the situation gets worse next few weeks, when we have our hardest games this season, then
Kenny, he's already fired. He's already lost his job. Cristiano walking off the pitch, muttering shit under his breath, walking straight down the tunnel. Ollie's lost his job. Like it's quite clear.
Niall,
Ollie is going. Ollie's
Niall,
lost
quote me if I'm wrong here, but I'm sure I heard something off the Athletic saying that the Glazers are like the Solskjaer and the Glazers in terms of like obviously the managerial matter. They're actually in a better situation that outsiders would think. This is just what I've heard. I don't know how. I don't know how true it is. Like, but I'm pretty sure I read it in the Athletic.
The Glazers will love him, right? Glazers will love Ollie, right? Because he works hard, he tries his best. Unfortunately, the minute Mr. Cristiano walks up to the Glazers or to whoever's in charge and goes, "I'm not happy of Ollie, I want to leave," the Glazers will be like, "Well, we can't have Ronaldo leave." Right? Ollie is slowly losing the dressing room at Old Trafford. I'm afraid to say that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will be sacked by Christmas.
And I hope he is, honestly.
That's rude.
What do you mean? That's rude. He's fucking shit, mate. Right now, anyway.
He's not fucking shit. He just makes a lot of really bad choices.
I mean, a Europa League final isn't shit.
One Bissaka, of course, is always a fucking shithead.
He's finished second last year as well.
Yeah.
He is.
To be fair, one minute. They would have finished third if you. They would have finished third if you lot had centre backs.
Well,
and if Chelsea hired Tuchel from game one, they would have finished fourth.
And then if Leicester hadn't absolutely capitulated in the last 2 games, we would have finished 5th.
Yeah, so I don't necessarily think.
Isn't it?
But I love a good game of ifs. If you didn't buy Ronaldo, you'd win the league.
No, we would not win the league if we didn't buy Ronaldo. We wouldn't win the league either way, because that manager, he's not running up to win the league. You've got the likes of Klopp, Pep, and Tuchel, and then you've got Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But this is. I don't even think City are that good, but they're better than us, certainly.
But Kenny, answer the question. We'll get to that in a minute, Paul. Kenny, what did Ollie get wrong in this game?
Well, he went. He basically just went like he it's tough to pinpoint to him, but what an example is like with his substitutions at 1-0, we're winning 1-0. He just goes full out, all out attack, and he just brings Ronaldo, Sancho, Pogba on, which we shouldn't have done because we were 1-0 up. We should have at least brought like. I know we had Telej on the bench. Give him a game, maybe. We had Bailly on the bench. We had Matic on the bench. And then we just went out really attacking and exposed us at the back. We're already shit at the back. Townsend is there, 1-on-1 with the keeper, and he scores, of course. Then he does a fucking Sue celebration like a fucking moron. And
I thought that celebration was the best celebration of the weekend. I will not lie to you.
I'll sum this up.
Beautiful.
Martial.
If only it was down the Stretford end, it would have made it even beautiful.
Oh no, no. That would have been awful.
Actually, we'll have a vote on that. Paul, would Townsend have been doing Ronaldo's celebration down the Stretford end being the most beautiful thing you had seen all weekend?
Well, I mean, it's a tough one. Everton and Man United. I was happy with the draw, to be honest. But I seen
I'm just on about Townsend doing the Ronaldo's celebration. If he did that down the
he does it in the Stretford end. I seen the post-match interview. He said it was a sign of respect for his idol.
It wasn't.
Supposedly,
It was not a sign of respect. That was not. That was not a sign of respect. I'll tell you that.
I hear that. What about you, Tyler? Would Townsend have been doing the Ronaldo Sue celebration down the Stretford end be the most beautiful thing you'd seen all weekend?
Yes and no, because obviously I don't like both teams. So
it's tough for you Scousers because you don't like either of them. And Max, I'm assuming would say yes, but. Let's do some comments quickly though. A big up Niall on the panel, everyone in the chat. Ollie needs to go. Yes, Munsey. If you haven't checked out Munsey Talks, then make sure you do that. Lanzi says only fucking massive teams lost this weekend. Mustafa says, Ollie, I've backed you enough. Now please get out the fuck of my club. You're a disgrace to society. Not mincing your words there.
Disgrace for society.
It's great seeing United. I know. It's great seeing United, City and Liverpool fans being down. I'm proud of Chelsea fans at the top of the league. Excellent. And if Lingard didn't blank in his last 6, Man U would have come 6th. Chris says, Paul, your hero. Dylan's happy. Love you, Paul, says Chris. Lot of love there. Big up Dylan. Free Martial.
Appreciate that. I don't even know who he is.
He is Heinz baked beans.
Wait.
But Paul, I'll go to you. United, has that fear of Old Trafford now just evaporated into fuck me? We're gonna go get 3 points here. This should be fun. Has that fear just completely gone?
It's a hard. As a Liverpool fan, I don't think we've actually won at Old Trafford for quite a few years. But the way we've,
Paul, I don't want to upset you, but you won last year, mate.
Did we win at United last year?
Do you remember when Kenny decided to storm Old Trafford and get your game cancelled, and you had to play it on a Thursday?
When we
did you storm the ground?
Yeah. No, I don't know if Kenny did, but I don't know if Kenny did. But
I did go to the protest.
Do you remember that though? And you then won that rearranged fixture. I think you won like 4-1.
We had Leicester Tuesday and Liverpool Thursday. Like, nah.
Hey. No need to cry.
I don't think it's completely evaporated because United are United at the end of the day. But going on to that game specifically, I thought I don't want to sound biased here as a Liverpool fan, but I thought Everton were unlucky not to win. I thought that he was.
That's not biased because you don't like either club.
No. I just mean like people. There might be some people in the comments just going anti-United or anti-Everton. Can't please everyone, can I? Anyways, Yerry Mina was about that much offside, wasn't he? Oh no, he's my mate from school. Pay no attention to him. Like.
Also, we'll finish at around about 10:30ish.
Yeah, Yerry Mina's about that much offside, so
Yeah.
he's unlucky not to score there. And then Tom Davis, if he would have shot, could have well
I was
finished
just
2-1.
about to say,
Do you
Tom
know what I
should
thought
have
United
probably
did?
just shot straight away. I thought he should have just
I
shot
thought-
straight away if I was him.
I thought United's like for I didn't see all of the game, but for portions of the game, United looked good. But then for a significant portion of the second half, Everton looked really good as well. I was quite impressed with Damari Gray and Damari Gray. Thought he had a really good game. And Josh Townsend, players like them. I thought I was specifically, as I say, impressed with Damari. Looked really good. He's obviously getting game time now at Everton, where he didn't at Leicester, and I've always thought he's had potential. I hope he does well, like individually. Obviously, when it comes to Derby Day, I hope he does absolutely shit. But I mean,
Yeah.
apart from that,
I do
good
get
luck to you,
that.
mate.
Kenny says UFO sightings have been spotted, so that means Bruno's ball must have come back down from
For
space.
fuck's sake, man. For fuck's sake.
Bloody hell, that's still going on.
We need to make sure that ball does not injure anyone, all right? So if you see a flying ball coming down, if you see a ball coming down to planet Earth and you're not a United fan, duck. Thoughts on Arsenal this season? We'll get into Arsenal. But Tyler, has the fear factor at Old Trafford just been completely demolished now?
I wouldn't say completely, but for me, I have no fear when we're going to go there on the 24th. Got none whatsoever.
It would appear Aston Villa. It would appear that Aston Villa also have no fear of going to Old Trafford anymore.
They have no fear of facing Liverpool anymore. To be fair, 7-2.
Kenny, you're trying to banter a club, but you've still got to play them.
I mean, yeah, 2-1 United did now. We'll lose, honestly.
I was just about to say you're good. Mo Salah is going to eat you for fucking dinner.
Oh no!
Well, are we playing you at home or away first? Home right now.
And
home right now. Liverpool beat United. Away, I think Liverpool could well beat United as well. But
United have got some of the worst home form that United have ever had. It's beautiful.
Yeah. This like the past few games this season, it's definitely the best time to play United at Old Trafford.
It's been beautiful.
Salah will be facing Wan-Bissaka and Lindelof.
Oh
no!
Oh, I cannot wait.
Is that a threat?
Cannot wait. No, I think that's more of a threat to Lindelof and Wan-Bissaka, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean,
to be fair, where's Divock Origi? Get him on. He'll probably bag it out.
No. If Origi scores,
if Origi scores,
that would just be full on shit housery. That
if Origi scores the winner in the last minute.
Oh. Lanzi says Wan-Bissaka, oh scary, oh shiver me timbers.
At what
times this end? This ends at around 10:30. We haven't even got past our first game. Max, briefly, has the fear factor at Old Trafford disappeared?
To briefly say, not completely, but it has decreased massively. With Ole's tactics at the minute is absolutely horrendous. Cavani had a great game. Damari Gray also had a great game for Everton. Tony Martial, he actually scores for once, and he was probably the only person that could have actually scored in that game.
Yeah, he scored well. He like the way he conducted that goal. It was a really nice goal, to be honest. I thought Pogba had a decent game as well, to be honest.
Yeah. It's just annoying for United.
Great time just before I finish work. Cheers for entertainment, boys. Not a problem.
Great
Watch
stuff.
it back on the replay if you can't. Tony Marshall tax.
What is it with Marshall? My God.
Because Dylan is I think Dylan is a mank.
Oh no, I know. Oh never mind. I don't know why. It's fine. Never mind. Figure it out. It's fine.
Absolute numpty. But this game was. I thought it was United's best performance of the season. Now moving on. Finished Burnley 0, Norwich 0. Congrats to both of them. Now, we're not talking about. Having watched that game, we are not talking about Norwich Burnley. Just to give everyone a heads up there. You can look at the score. Well, I'll put the score one more time, just to be fair. There you go. You've seen your logos. Now we're moving on because we're not talking about that. That is
ironically same amount of
Chelsea, Southampton. Kenny, I will give you an RKO if you're not careful.
I said it's ironically the same amount of wins Birmingham have got.
It's also ironically the same amount of trophies that Manchester United have won in the last 4 years. Now, moving on. Kenny, I have got more of those in my locker if you'd like them. You have. I mean, do you know we have? Kenny, you and us, you and Argyle, actually, Argyle have more trophies than Manchester United and have spent considerably.
Kenny, why do you keep coming on here, lads? Genuinely, how do you like
Kenny,
where do you find the courage to come on here every Monday night, man, and just get absolutely?
Kenny tries to banter. Kenny tries to banter other clubs, and then I go full blown beast mode and absolutely do it.
I mean, no. What am I supposed to do? Waste it, so I did have to banter other clubs.
Even Hull are the same.
I had to
take Marshall's best friend's player. Dylan says Argyle are bigger than United. Honest United fan. I hear that, Dylan. I hear that. But moving on to a team that can be respected, unlike United, is Chelsea. Now they struggled. I think that's fair to say. They're all moaning about VAR as well, and referees, and standard Chelsea things. Also, if you get into a debate with a Chelsea fan, 9 out of 10 times, if they're losing, they've won a Champions League comes up. But moving on, Paul, Chelsea, it wasn't the easiest game by any stretch of the imagination for them, was it?
I mean, it was 3 p.m. blackout, wasn't it? I didn't watch the game, but from what I saw on the highlights, it's a win, and a win puts them top of the league. I don't think Southampton played. From what I saw, I don't think Southampton were anything special. Chelsea were just able to get over the line in the end.
Yeah, I thought Tino Livramento.
They were more
dominant. Southampton.
Yeah, I thought I thought Timo Werner looked all right as well from what I've seen. Yeah. He hasn't really been able to get off the mark in the Premier League yet. I mean, he was really close to coming to Liverpool, and just seeing how he gets on at Chelsea right now, and just like how much he's struggled, shall we say, kind of look at what you could have won.
Yeah. I mean,
you know what I mean? Whether we could have changed that, whether Klopp would have been able to harness his full. It's only been a season, obviously.
I just think it was first season blues, and no pun intended. But I just think it was the first season struggles that most foreign players do have when they come to a Premier League.
Yeah,
Didier
exactly.
If you watch Didier Drogba's first season at Chelsea, he was horseshit. He was so was Henry, so was Ronaldo. Ronaldo was dog shit in his first season. So, it is true that people do struggle.
Oh yeah, definitely. The Premier League's one of the. It's quite hard to adapt to the Premier League if you played abroad all your career.
It's a completely different league.
To the people who it's just out of it's completely different to other leagues. It's more physical, it's more tactical, it's quicker. It's why it's the best league in the world. It's just I just couldn't imagine how hard it must be for like maybe if you're coming somewhere from the likes of Germany, where it's a fairly physical league. Germany, it's probably a bit. But then again, Timo Werner has struggled, hasn't
I was
he?
just about to say most Germans.
I mean,
Germans struggle in them.
Well, yeah, these are just suggestions, like, but I think Timo Werner's a
If
good
you come
player.
from Scotland, you'll be fine.
I was gutted though. Yeah, Scotland is just like just Scotland.
I'm surprised they wear shorts. I thought they would wear kilts for the games.
Yeah.
Different colours
when they score.
Jesus Christ! We know
Come
what's
on, you beauties!
Niall now send me that 5-year promise me if I put that comment in the chat. Kenny saw that out. Kenny, your face is astonishingly close to the camera. It truly is. Kenny just doing Kenny things. Kenny's just doing Kenny things, yeah. But Tyler, Chelsea, how do you think they did? Like, they struggled, but they got over the line. And I suppose in a 38-game season, you don't remember how well you played in each game, do you?
No, not really. I thought Chalobah, he's had a really good start to the season. Obviously, getting a goal as well. Near the back post, right place, right time.
Yeah, fair dues to Chalobah. I thought he done well as well. Nice goal.
Yeah.
And then obviously Ward-Prowse penalty. For me, I think that is a penalty. A good penalty.
Oh, yeah.
It was that good. The ball went back out of the goal. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, that happened. And then obviously the bit that some people might, obviously change the game was the red card. Now, I don't know what you lot think about that.
Clear red.
I'm just watching the highlights back again, to be honest.
That's what I was thinking, because he's got him from the back, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, Ward-Prowse has. He's been done there by a bad pass from Mendy, but he's just been done, hasn't he? Because he's slid in open to get the ball, and he's just gone 100% through Jorginho's ankle. Now, I'm not saying that I didn't have a great big smile on my face when I saw Jorginho in slight pain, because he's Italian, and my thoughts on the Italians at the moment is they're not my favourite people.
Agreed.
It's why I now put pineapple on every pizza just to really fuck with them. It's just Italian tax, and I'd like them if they weren't Italian. That's a lie. I quite like Barella and Chiesa, ain't too bad.
Bet you haven't ate a pizza since July.
Oh, I have, mate. I just make sure I have a shit ton.
No.
I have, but I have a shit ton of pineapple on my pizzas now. Also, when I do spaghetti, I make sure I snap it in half.
Do you know what? I understand that all you're paying with the Italians, but
yeah,
but
I have a lot of
pineapple on pizza, man. It must be
mate,
brutal.
I hope it's brutal for them hearing that. That's my argument for it. Big up to Chris as well. Kenny, Chelsea.
I thought Southampton were good when they got the penalty goal, of course. I thought Chelsea dominated the first half, and then I thought Southampton, they had a little good period once they scored. Chelsea needed Southampton to go down to 10 men to beat them. Could never be my club. We draw to Southampton with 11 men. Chelsea have to beat Southampton when they have 10 men. No, that could never be my club. Imagine having a 1-1 draw with Southampton at 11 men. Could never be my club. I thought, it was a red card. Let's be honest. It was a red card because he slid in the back of him. He's been done, as Niall said, really, with that back pass. Werner's goal was quite good. I mean, I'll be honest. Timo Werner actually scoring a goal and all this shit. Timo Werner and Martial score goals, yeah. and all this shit happens today, and Donny win, yeah? Coincidence? I think not.
So you're blaming Facebook and Instagram being down on Timo Werner, Anthony Martial, and Doncaster winning.
Yeah. And screw it, the UFO sightings as well. The UFO
As I
sightings.
said, the UFO is Bruno's ball coming back from space. It's been up there a while.
Martial is part of that team where Bruno hit the ball, yeah. So technically, if you really think the logistics of it, yeah, if you really think the logistics is technically Martial's fault, yeah, because Bruno saw him and he suddenly Martial put pressure on Bruno, yeah. If you really think it through, yeah. Yeah, Martial's our fault.
You have far too much spare time in your life.
And of course the WhatsApp going down as well, and of course the apparent wars in China and Taiwan. That's not going to happen. So
Kenny, have you only just heard about the issues between China and Taiwan at the moment?
Yeah, and they said safety 2 warplanes in Taiwan.
I don't mean to turn this political like you normally try to, but don't you know that's why the UK and the USA and almost every other nation started putting troops in Taiwan?
Yeah.
God, you really do live in a cave.
Moving on,
well, I don't think I'm going to blame Martial on China trying to attack Taiwan. But moving on, but actually very quickly, before we get censored, Max, Chelsea, what was your thoughts on it?
I thought it was a very good game. Obviously, Chelsea scored 2 late goals.
Indeed,
but it was a very good game. Chelsea are now top of the league, unfortunately, by 2 points. It was a good game, but as you said, I still don't like the Italians. And to be very honest, I wasn't fussed when he went down. It put me off pizza for a whole week, actually, which is kind of sad. But anyway,
to be fair, it did take me a month.
To be brief, it was a very good game.
I think I had my first pizza about 2 months after the Euros. But I am now on England public duty, and I'm hyping up the greatest England manager we've ever had, Mr. Gareth Southgate. If by somehow you are Ed Woodward or the Glazers and you stumble across this and you have managed to get 33 minutes into it, hire Southgate. He will turn your club right around. You will win multiple Premier League titles and Champions League titles if you hire Mr. Gareth Southgate. And England, if you also stumble across this, Graham Potter, great replacement. Now, moving on.
Graham Potter for us. Southgate, you think? It's not.
No.
Potter
Kenny,
will never go
that doesn't fit the agenda. I said Luke Shaw will be a top left back. You're all after me. No one's after now. He's had one great season. He's playing Mr. Disappearing at the moment, but you know.
No. I also Martial thing. Yeah.
Moving on. Next game, Leeds United. United recorded their first clean sheet of the season.
Congrats.
Which has also now led to the first managerial sacking. You have heard that, right? Watford has sacked their manager.
Dilly dong.
I know. Some are shocked. Some are actually nobody's shocked. But yes, Cisco has been sacked by Watford. Paul, Niall Ranieri comes into Watford now.
I read a fact.
How do you say it?
Fact recently that by I think it's by 2035, 1 in 3 adults would have managed Watford.
Yeah.
You're not far wrong. But Cisco has been fired.
I don't know where this
I think it's really unlucky for him because I actually thought he was doing quite a good job at Watford. I mean, aren't they like 14th or something?
15th.
Yeah, I think they've. I think they're on the same wins. I think, same points as Leicester.
Same points as Palace. 1 point away from
Yeah, so I'm really confused. I'm really confused why they've sacked him.
because they have
This
ambitions
is
to
just
get into
Watford,
Europe.
and
Apparently,
Watford do Watford type things.
apparently they have ambitions to get into Europe. While Watford is that.
Yeah, you can have those ambitions, but you don't get that in your first season up from a championship unless you're on
don't get
FIFA.
why it's that way.
But Paul, how unlucky is it for Kenny? Shut up, right? Kenny, I'm muting you. Thank you. So, Paul, how unlucky is it for Cisco to be sacked now? Because I don't necessarily think Watford have been bad. I think they've had an alright start to the season.
I mean, there's definitely inside reasons as to why he's been sacked. There's no denying that. Obviously, the hierarchy wanted to go in a different direction, but leads me on to the point that I'm about to say is it must be so frustrating as a Watford fan because the sacking a manager at a rate of like the hiring and sacking managers at a rate of like 10 months a year, maybe. It must be so hard to. Because my kind of view as a manager is when a manager comes in, it's like a whole new project. Do you know what I mean? It's a whole new start. It's like Shankly coming into Liverpool or Jurgen Klopp coming into Liverpool, but it just seems like that project's stopping early and starting again and chopping Roy Hodge. Oh bloody hell. Yeah, right. Moving on. No, Roy Hodgson was. To be fair, I can't remember. Probably, fortunately, I can't remember those days. But from what I've heard,
I was just about to say that is arguably the best thing that's ever happened. That is arguably the best thing that's ever happened in your life, Paul. For you not to be able to remember that.
I know, yeah. It's mad to think about, to be fair, because it was only 10 years ago. But 10 years ago, at the height of Hicks and Gillette, I must have been about 4 or 5. So I was completely oblivious. I was still watching like CBBS, not knowing that like my future club was nearly going into administration. But I'm sorry.
Octonauts, the CBB show, class when I was a child.
Oh, Octonauts,
yeah. Why?
Oh yeah, the polar
Why
bear.
the hell are we so right? Moving on before we have a dissection of CBB's kid shows. Yeah, it's brutal for Watford. What did you make of it?
Podcast ideas, aren't we?
I know. Did you manage to watch the game?
Again, no, I didn't.
Or did anyone hear the highlights of Ben Foster's interview though? Basically, Foster said that for the first 15 minutes they didn't do what they needed to do. They knew that Leeds would come out with a high energy. Watford had a plan, didn't do it. It's like, okay then. Got any good reasons why you didn't execute the plan? It's a tough one. But Kenny, I'll go to you. Dan James, he's settling in quite well at Leeds. Another person who's better than Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, shut up now. But I thought from what I did see, Dan James I thought played well.
Yeah.
I know. Apparently, according to Watford fans, the performances are not being up to date, and they said that the performance in this game was poor. I don't know, but I thought in the first 70 minutes it was poor. In like the last 20-ish, I thought Watford were dominant, and Leeds got very lucky at times.
Yeah.
I mean, that one shot on target. I mean, they need to be more clinical than that. I mean, Leeds is a massive win for them. It's a narrow win, and I think the problem with Leeds right now is that they're really bad at scoring goals. They cannot score them at the moment. But I think this is a massive relief to Leeds because if they lost this game, trust me, it would have been panic because Leeds would have been 0 wins in 90. Yeah,
I'm just hoping Dan James plays a reverse fixture, scores a goal, and then does sue.
Oh, for fuck's sake,
That would be beautiful.
No. No, that's hell in the road.
Big up to Valve. Big up to Valve. In front of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, if he miraculously stays in his job.
Oh yes, Velvet was fun.
Shut up,
If Ole still if Ole still has a job by the time you lot play Leeds, I think Dan James should do the Sue in front of Ole.
No, he should do that social celebration that he did against Bayern in the 99 final.
Well, basically just run around the pitch with his arms in the air.
Yeah. Last minute, 3-1 consolation.
What a celebration!
Yes.
Moving on. Tyler, Wolves. Now I'll be lying if I said this has been the easiest start for their new manager, but it hasn't. But Raul Jimenez seems to be linking up very well with his teammates again. How important is Raul Jimenez back for Wolves, obviously, this season?
Well, it's massive, isn't it? Obviously, he was banging in goals for them before he got that horrific injury. And obviously, you're seeing now the link-up play he's doing with Hwang. I believe I pronounced that right. Yep.
Yeah, you did.
I believe didn't he get both assists?
Yeah.
On the Hwang goals. Yeah, like
yeah.
Obviously getting the goal the week before as well against Southampton. Like obviously we all know he's a massive part in this team, and he's proving exactly why.
100%.
So
yeah,
does really well to get in behind the defence there, like as well, Hwang.
Oh yeah.
It's a lovely goal, lovely first goal, like.
He's been really. He linked up really well with Raul Jimenez. If Raul can consistently do that for the whole season, there's one person we're completely missing from Wolves at the moment. That is Pedro Neto. We're yet to see Neto back as well. How dangerous could a front three of Jimenez, Neto, and Juan be? I mean, apart from that being bloody lethal. I mean, Neto and Jimenez on their own is bloody lethal, let alone adding Juan in there as well. I mean, it could get brutal for teams facing Wolves. For example, Manchester United.
For fuck's sake.
Oh my god.
I know. Max, Wolves.
Do you know what? You must look forward to this after work, Niall.
Oh, it is one of my favourite
You must get home and be like, I can't wait to the United show and all that.
This is on par with the United show. Now I'm back to hosting the United show. I cannot wait. It's going to get brutal. Brutality is taken.
You know what? I'll have to tune in. You know, I'll really have to tune in.
This week we're having a debate on who's better, Aaron Wan-Bissaka or Brandon Williams. But Max, talk to me about this game, mate. Yeah, obvious it's Brandon Williams.
Go on. Anyway. I was so annoyed at this result because I predicted on Super 6 that it would be 2-1 to Newcastle, but all right. Shut up, Kenny. Your team's dog shit right now.
To be fair, if you were sensible, this had 2-2 written all over it. Their last 5 games they played in the league previous to this game ended 2-2.
That's the thing.
Or 1-1, 2-2, same thing. Although, to be fair, Steve Bruce's team scoring more than 1 goal in the game, that's a bit far-fetched.
I'd like to point out, though, I'd like to point out how impressive St. Maximin was again. I think he's a really good player, and he's really, really good on the ball. Hopefully, I don't know about yous, but I'd love to see him at Liverpool. Don't know whether it could ever be possible, but he's definitely someone who deserves to be higher up than Newcastle. I mean, all due respect to Newcastle, in the absolute state that they're in.
Oh yeah, I mean, you say is it possible? I mean, he plays for Newcastle at the moment, so I suppose anything's possible.
I know, yeah. I mean, we nabbed Wijnaldum off Newcastle.
Yeah.
Maybe we could well nab him off Have him
Yeah.
as well.
I mean,
Think about
Alan.
Alan St. Maximin when he's getting even. Imagine him. I know this wouldn't happen, but imagine him in a team like City getting dished out passes from the likes of De Bruyne, Gundogan,
Shit.
Phil Foden, Bernardo Silva.
Hold on. Why, Paul? Why do you need that when he can get passes from Matty Longstaff?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Why have Zinedine Zidane when you can have Tim Sherwood?
Exactly. Another person who I think would be great to manage United, Tim Sherwood.
No. By the way, apparently Newcastle played better this game, according to my Newcastle.
Is an Arsenal fan, I think, so getting him at Arsenal wouldn't be hard.
Wait, I've actually applied for the United job. So
big up to us.
United results.
Well, Kenny, I believe United are actually looking for ball
United
boys in
job on
outer
LinkedIn.
space.
I basically what I did is I just emailed their birthday email and said I would like to apply for a job. I'm just waiting for a response.
Oh yeah, because I'm sure you'll definitely get it, mate. Well, start. Do you know what? I might as well do it. I'll just chuck in. I'll just chuck on the Football Manager saves. I've done all the trophies I've won on there. Valve go on bits and bobs. Channel Lauren said KDB is better than Salah. That's a bit mad. That's a bit mad. But
I mean, they're different players.
But both of them are better than Bruno.
Bruno's clear of Kevin De Bruyne, I reckon.
Kevin De Bruyne and Salah score their penalties.
Kevin De Bruyne missed a penalty.
Obviously going to stick up.
I think it was last season in the Champions League semi. He missed a penalty.
Kenny, shush.
So did you?
Yeah, but what were you?
KDB has a really bad.
I'm always going to stick up for Salah, and the way he tore City's defense to absolute pieces.
We'll get into Salah and KDB. We'll get into Salah and KDB in a bit because believe it or not, they did face each other. Well, no, I do agree, but believe it. Kenny, open your mouth one more time, and I will smack you. Just as hard as Bruno hit that ball in the Stretford end. Now, we'll get into De Bruyne and Salah in a bit because I definitely do not. They just come off the top of my head. Brighton versus Arsenal. What a game this was. This was absolutely amazing. So much attacking class in both attacks. Yeah, this game was shit. I did a watch along of it, and I wish I could get those 2 hours back. That's for sure. I suppose man of the match probably goes to Ramsdale. He had quite a bit to do in this game. Did any of you, unfortunately, have to suffer through watching this?
I
watched a little.
Yeah, I watched a little.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, I watched a tiny bit, to be honest. I thought Brighton did quite well, to be honest. I thought obviously it was a stale 0-0 in the end, but they did well. They definitely they were progressive. They were progressive on the ball. They weren't scared. They were on the front foot for a large portion of the game. Arsenal didn't look that threatening. And fair play to Brighton. I know it's at their own ground. Well, I don't know whether that can make much of a well, in this sense, but I mean, they weren't scared to take Arsenal on. And right now, taking on Arsenal isn't as big as a thing as it was a while ago. But fair play to Brighton. I thought they played really well.
Yeah, no, I agree. Chris says was so wank. No one cares about Arsenal. Move on to the next game. But no, Kenny, Brighton, Arsenal. I think Brighton will be annoyed they only got a point. And I think that's where Arsenal are as a club. That Brighton are probably upset of only getting a point against them.
I mean, to be fair, Brighton are title challengers. They're better than United right now, and that's something I'm going to say.
Oh, you got there before I had a chance to say it. That's a bit harsh.
But I thought Brighton should have got a penalty. You know, I thought it was very, very harsh not to give it. I thought Brighton played better than Arsenal. I wasn't really impressed by Arsenal's performance at all. Brighton, I don't know how they didn't win this game. Right, they missed quite a few. I don't know how they did manage to win, and this could be massive points to drop in a title race because trust Liverpool, Chelsea, all gonna win there. All gonna win there. So this is a massive game.
OCL, what is this a Twitter feed or what?
Nah, mate, Kenny, Paul. This is what happens when United have Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as manager. They genuinely think Brighton have a better chance of winning the title than United.
Some good news.
This is what when Kenny's in a podcast.
You know what's gonna happen? You know some good news, yeah. Donny van der Beek is finally gonna start the front line. Sadly, it's for World War III, not for Man United. So
we played very shit.
Isn't he going on loan to Everton? Like?
We should have lost, I won't lie. He might do. It depends on if Ollie still has a job by that point. But yeah, I do agree Arsenal should have lost this game. On to Sunday though. There was a lot of good games on Monday. Starting with Selhurst Park. Now, if there was ever a game of two halves, this would literally be the definition of it. Lanzi says replace Kenny with Velv.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah, but then I would literally be doing the weekly review show with 3 Liverpool fans and a Max, which I might as well just rename it. Well, yeah, Max is more Liverpool than anything else as well. So that would essentially mean I am doing a podcast with. Well, we might as well just rename it to a Liverpool show and have 2 of them a week.
Bell would flirt with Paul, so.
Jesus Christ, Kenny, shut up.
As
I say, this game is... And we'll mute Kenny until I finish talking. And Kenny, if not, I will just go get pictures of the Europa League final if you'd prefer. Yeah, that's what I thought. As I say, this game was a game of two halves. Leicester with the 2 goals from Iheanacho and Jamie Vardy. Of course, Jamie Vardy scores yet again. And then Patrick Vieira makes a couple of tactical changes throughout the second half, bringing on Schlupp and who is the other guy? Who was that other guy? That is the question. I'm just trying to work it out now because I'm pretty sure he scored.
Yeah, and Jordan Ayew comes off for someone. I think it's Schlupp. Michael
Olesi, I think was the guy. Yeah, Michael Olesi. I can't pronounce his name.
Mendy's finished. No.
Palace really dug in deep to get the point there. But Paul, Crystal Palace under Patrick Vieira, everyone was assuming that they'll be relegated and that Vieira will be the first manager sacked. Patrick Vieira would like to talk to them. He's not angry, he's just disappointed.
No, yeah, I thought they've done well, especially yesterday. Again, watched the highlights before. Thought they did really well to claw it back. I mean, they didn't look dead and buried, but they looked defeated at a point. But then being able to get back like that, it shown clash and it shown fight and it shown desire. And fair play to Patrick Vieira's side there. I think they are where are they in the league? They are 14th. One, drawn 4, lost 2. I mean, for Crystal Palace, that isn't the worst start in the world.
Yeah. Well, it's getting to the magic 40, isn't it?
At this point now, if they keep up like this, I don't see them getting relegated. At the start, I had them down for relegation, definitely, but you never know now.
No,
I mean,
no, you,
I hope
you're absolutely
Norwich don't
correct.
get relegated because, again, with Norwich, it's just like they've just been a
Yeah,
yo-yo club for so long.
They're close.
It's
I'm
actually
sorry.
brilliant.
They're close.
Yeah.
It's painful watching them. It must be
No.
painful as a Norwich fan. I don't mean that. I mean that with all due respect as well. But it just
Yeah.
must be up and down, up and
No,
down.
yeah,
Like
it's going to be annoying.
the next step is staying up in the Premier League, and whether that's a
Yeah.
financial, whether that's a financial
They
disadvantage,
had a good window though this year.
that's
They had
definitely something to be debated.
Yeah, I hear that. Dylan says
Sorry.
Max puts on a fake Yorkshire accent.
Yeah, man.
Leicester our shit got a well-deserved humbling. But Tyler, did you manage to watch this game? Because if you did, you'd have saw 2 defensive howlers from Anderson.
Yeah, no, I did watch this game. It was good for my Premier League predictions because this is a game I got spot on and got some points in. So, yeah, but yeah, Leicester defending in the second half was poor, and they've been a bit up and down this season, haven't they? To be quite honest,
Yeah, the defending from both sides was, if I'm being brutally honest, pathetic. I thought Anderson from Palace was absolutely woeful, and I didn't think Leicester, covered themselves in much glory either. So, no, I do hear that. It's been up and down for Leicester, very up and down. But Kenny, Brendan Rodgers did once suffer, screwing up at Selhurst Park when he dropped points with Liverpool. He's done it again. How bad is this run of form for Leicester?
I mean, the 13th right now. They're doing absolutely awful at the moment. And with the Koeman situation at Barcelona, and they apparently are linked to Brendan Rodgers. So if we get Brendan Rodgers, then that's just even worse for Leicester. They face United next, so that's 3 points off the bat. So yeah, that should get them on a decent. That should get them top 10. That 3 points in us. And yeah. By the way, I got 1 point in Brighton my predictions, and that was the United game. So, oh my word, I nearly predicted this 2-2 as well. I think with Leicester, the problem is I can't really put my finger on it, but I think it's just defensive issues mainly. I think they don't really have a problem.
They are without their first choice centre backs, aren't they?
Yeah. It's defensive issues. Because they don't really have a problem with scoring, do they? I mean, they scored 2 goals in like the last however many games in the league. They scored 2 goals in loads. I think with Palace, I'm shocked they've done so well. Vieira, class manager, get him in at United. You know what to do, Glazers.
Fucking hell, Kenny.
But
moving on from Kenny, he's just chatting shit now. Not Muzzy says quite a bold move to have a Man City flag and a Liverpool flag in the same room. It's because he's.
To be fair, I was thinking that before. Like,
no, it's because he obviously does content. Make sure you check out T Boys TV, and obviously them two have played each other. So to keep it as impartial as he can on his channel, I'm guessing that's what it's there for. Unless Tyler, you're about to announce you're both a City and Liverpool fan, which would be quite an interesting link-up play there.
No.
He goes for Liverpool.
It would be a federal offence.
He goes Liverpool for the history, Man City for the money. So he gets a bit of the best of both worlds there. I support whoever's winning. Max, do you have anything to add on this game?
Not really, apart from Leicester are absolute bottle jobs.
Wonderful.
Just Vardy actually didn't score an own goal. I was out with my mate. He said Vardy'd scored. I asked him, "What, has Vardy scored an own goal?"
He scores one own goal, and everyone thinks he does it every week. It's an absolute madness.
It's funny to think.
He's actually a really good player. You lot are just jealous.
Yeah.
You lot just wish you had a Vardy. Moving on though, Spurs getting an unlikely win against Villa. Villa beating Manchester United last week at Old Trafford. But they weren't able to beat Nuno Espirito Santo's Spurs. What did you make of this game?
Again, it's a good win for Tottenham.
Bit of an upset, though, isn't it?
There's not really loads to say. I wouldn't
Son
say
was
exactly an upset. I mean, it should be a game. It should be a game that Tottenham win.
Yeah. No, I do agree.
Again,
Tyler,
I feel bad because I'll say that
Yeah.
I'll say this again. Honestly, I didn't watch the game to be able to give.
It's all right. Not many people
massive-
do want to watch. Not many people do want to watch Nuno Spurs play football. It's quite a painful experience at the best of days. Not Muzzy says just subscribe to T-Boys TV. Love to see it. Love to see it.
Thank you.
Martial is the best player in the world. Don't even say Pala. Unbelievable. Liar. Oh, that's just a bit rude, Kenny. But Tyler, Villa beat United at Old Trafford last week. So bit of an upset losing to Spurs.
If I'm being totally honest, then yeah, it is, because obviously Spurs had that horrific result to Arsenal in the North London derby. No fight, no passion. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Lost
I have to shout out
Chelsea as well, didn't they?
I have to shout out Højbjerg in that game. He played very well, especially on the first goal, the way he went to win the ball back, and then obviously got the goal. Him and Son, good link-up play. But yeah, it was surprising.
Yeah, I hear that. Kenny, Villa beat United last week at Old Trafford. What did you make of the game?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I've only said that 3 times. I'm sure I'll make it a 4th in just a bit.
Oh, please don't. This is actually annoying. But I thought Spurs, they were quite lucky. I thought they were quite lucky. I thought Villa. It's weird with Villa. They're very, very inconsistent. Villa. They win against Everton, and then they win against. Well, to be fair, they did win against a really, really shit team after Everton. And I don't know who it is, but they did. And yeah, I mean, I thought Spurs. I mean, I couldn't believe they did win, but I thought they weren't that good. I mean, obviously Kane was anonymous again. They just get Kane out of that team, man. I don't get it. I don't get why.
Trying to follow what Kenny says is like doing bloody mental gymnastics. Like, can you just try and stick to one subject at a time? You've sort of gone down 5 different alleyways, and I've had to jump about 5 different edges to get there. My poor brain.
Yeah, to be fair, but still, I think that I think Spurs, they can build on this. They should build on this. I mean, what are the next games? Okay, they've got Newcastle next. They should be able to beat
Kenny, this is the weekly review show, not the weekly preview Spurs' next 5 games.
No, I'm just saying, Spurs, they can build on this year, but I think they need to get some form going. That's basically it.
Villa,
I don't know what could happen.
I have literally found Michael Owen. Dylan says Kenny stop. Dylan says Kenny stop waffling, lad. Yeah, I agree. Max, Kenny, shush. Max, Aston Villa humiliated United at Old Trafford a week before this game. What did you make of the game?
It was a very unlucky game for Villa. Really, it should have been a draw in the end. It was just unlucky that Target got his legs in the way or whatever happened. I didn't actually see that bit, but you know, Muno's obviously gone from Wolves to be Spurs manager, and he's not had the best of starts, as we all know. That win took them up to 8th, and I'm not really seeing them improving any higher this season. But this game was a much needed win. And they most likely got kicked up the arse for this one before this one. So
No, I agree there. It's definitely it's definitely a needed win for Tottenham. They haven't done they simply haven't been good enough, have they? And
No.
I think it's plain to say it's definitely a
Yeah.
kick up the arse for them.
Oh, 100%.
It's just unlucky for
Not
Target,
Muzzy.
really.
Not Muzzy says when Ramsdale got a knee to the face was kind of funny. Okay. I like Ramsdale. I genuinely do.
Ramsdale's fine.
This one though. West Ham knocked out United in the Carabao Cup. Paul, this one bit of an upset. Brentford haven't got the best away form, but they got the win over the Hammers.
Yeah, another good win for Thomas Frank and his Brentford side. I was watching Match of the Day again. I was watching Match of the Day and another good win for Brentford. West Ham looked threatening at times, but in the end it was Brentford who were able to get through, and fair play to them.
Yeah.
I said it last week when we drawn 3-3. Less said about that the better, but they're doing really well, and they're proving that they're not just here for this. They're not just here for the holiday. They're here to stay.
Yeah.
And fair dues to them.
No, I completely agree. I thought they were decent. Tyler, West Ham knocked out United in the Carabao Cup third round. What did you make of this game?
I thought, yeah, fair play, Brentford. Still only lost one game. That is madness. Considering their players, none of them going into this season were Premier League proven.
Yeah.
I do think, obviously, I know West Ham had chances where they were like all over them, but I do think that Europe fatigue, because they've never been in Europe, I think that's played a part in this game. Whereas Brentford had like a week's break, the confidence after getting that brilliant draw for them against us. Fair play.
Yeah.
Wissa again with a late goal. I don't know about why Fabianski pushed it out towards that way, but a good finish by Wissa. And fair play, Brentford.
No, I completely agree. Kenny, West Ham knocked out United in the Carabao Cup, but they couldn't quite beat Brentford. You must be absolutely shitting yourself playing Brentford.
I mean, if we lose to Leicester and Brentford win their game, whoever they have, we go behind Brentford. That just sums up everything, doesn't it? I thought they did play decently. I thought they played better first half. I thought West Ham played better second half. It was a very scabby goal. I'll be honest. That got Brentford the win. But Brentford have started well. West Ham, they're having a bit of a shaker in the form, aren't they? Since Europa started. But I mean, they did beat our team in the Carabao Cup. I don't know who that was though. I don't need to rewind it. But yeah, I don't think either of these teams can worry about. I think Brentford don't really need to worry about relegation anymore. I think West Ham got a bit of a shaky on their form. I think with West Ham to see how it goes, isn't it? With how Liverpool League is and that. But, yeah.
No, I would agree there. Obviously, they're through to fourth round of the Carabao Cup after beating Manchester United. But Max, West Ham knocked out United in the Carabao Cup third round, but they couldn't quite get past Brentford again. I may have said that a few times already. I just like to keep reminding people because it brings personal joy and entertainment to my life. But what did you make of the game?
I thought it was brilliant. Brentford are bringing the sting to the Premier League, and they really deserve it.
Yeah.
That is so cheesy. It's fucking unbelievable.
Hey, they're seventh now, so let's just remind ourselves of that. They drew 3-3 versus Liverpool. They've beaten West Ham.
The less
Beat
spoken
Arsenal.
about with that, the better.
Beat West Ham, beat Arsenal, drew to Liverpool. They've had beat Wolves.
Gonna beat Man
They've had a
United.
really good. They've had a really good start to the season, haven't they?
Weiss a great finish, and Buemo got the early goal, which is very deserved.
Yeah.
Bowen scores, former City man, but it's kind of sad that he left, but we move.
Yeah.
But it's a great game for Brentford. It's a great start to the season. To be honest, I don't want them to get bloody relegated anymore. So, I thought they were going to get relegated, but I've changed my mind now. Brilliant game, brilliant start to the season. Good luck to Brentford.
Certainly agree. And Tyler, you've been at London Stadium, haven't you? Because you did a vlog on it. Beautiful stadium, though.
Yeah,
absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. It's one of them when you're actually there, like because people banter it and say, "Oh, I need my binoculars or whatever." When you're actually there, you are actually pretty close. I can't lie, and they're looking to extend it even more. 6,000.
How are they going to do that? How are they going to do that?
Yeah, if you want to check that out, then check that out. But yeah, it is
quite good.
Actually an alright stadium because you've got to remember it's not meant to be a football stadium as well.
No.
So
yeah, you're dead right. How are they going to extend it by another 6,000?
Basically, they have like so where I was, it was like the press box.
Yeah,
it was like just underneath. It's like the VIP type bit, and they they actually have like a gap bit. So it's like near the away end, but it's like in a corner type bit.
Oh, yeah.
So they're looking to do it there.
I think I saw this. On Twitter. Someone said like they can have like a 5-a-side pitch. They can play footy at half time.
I saw that. Do you know what would be really cool though? Is if they try and dug in a bit, just in front of pitches and try to put more seats going downwards. But then you'd have to try and get it all down a bit. It'd be a bit of a tricky one. But a bit like Old Trafford do, where they have a little bit of a slope. You know what I mean? And try and do it that way. I don't know if they could feasibly do that or if that would be too much work or money. Because don't forget, a lot of clubs are out of money as well. Kenny is the type of person to be an Arsenal fan and support Harry Kane. This is true. The ref won Brentford that game. Also, Brentford fans sit down in the away end. Okay, Antichrist. They deserve relegation. I'm terrified of playing against Brentford, not going to lie. I think most people are. Fabianski is used to see starts over a World Cup winner. Andy also says we beat Brentford 1-0 in July. That's the only game that counts. Suchek is overrated. Fred Clear. Oh my Lord Jesus Christ.
Oh, shut up, mate.
I mean, that is ridiculous. But moving on. Last game before we pick team of the week, and it is at Anfield. Liverpool will probably. Me and Tyler have spoken about this a few times. I don't think this is as bad as people are making out it to be. Yes, okay, the defending was woeful, and John Henderson and James Milner need to probably have a look at themselves and go, did I perform as best as I could? But it is a point against the champions. Paul, we'll start with you on this one. You got a point against champions. Okay, you did take the lead twice, and you can be a bit annoyed that you've sort of let the lead slip twice, but it is still a point against the champions.
No, yeah, you're right there. It is a point against the champions. The only thing I can say is that we've now got to go and get at least a point at the Etihad. So I don't think you can tell whether this is 2 points dropped or a point gained until the 9th of April 2022 when we played them at the Etihad. I've already had a look, but focusing on the match as a whole, it's a game didn't deserve to win, but we didn't deserve to lose. Obviously, hence the draw. But I mean, we looked threatened a lot of that first half. I thought the first 10 minutes was all right, but then the next 35, a large portion of that first half.
Pep certainly had a plan to deal with that first half, didn't he? Because for the first 15 minutes, they refused to even leave the Kop end.
He did.
It's almost as if he 10 tenths and was like, "Now scrap this. We're not leaving the Kop until after 15 minutes." Do you reckon he was trying to kill the game?
I was surprised.
I wasn't, because I thought it was quite smart. Because the energy, Liverpool starting quick. Do you think he tried to nullify that by just not leaving his own half?
I guess if you put it that way, he did. Um, the first 15 minutes didn't feel like a Liverpool a top of the table clash. It felt like watching Burnley against Norwich. We just no team moved. It was like watching a game of chess. And you know what, fair dues. I think we were both cautious. We were both not anxious to take the first step per se, but we were both wary because we both knew what we could do when we get the chance. And as I say, first half, City would, I'd say City were dominant, exploiting us on the right hand side. I think they did that for a large portion of the game. I think that's what really comes of the 2 goals from the right hand side. They're definitely taking advantage of Trent not being in there. I think Milner was just a little bit. I love him. I think he was just a bit too slow to play against a team like City. It's more of a replacement for the likes of a Newcastle game or a Palace game, not really a City game when you've got freaking Phil Foden running at you, like literally can be your son. Do you know what I mean? That's how much the age gap is. But I thought we done really well to get that first goal. Salah done really well, and then the way Mane like bends his run and runs inside, I love that. And then the second goal, that was nice. That was a sexy goal. Honestly, the way he just twists and turns.
It was just so dirty.
The way he just slots it in. Yeah, proper dirty. Proper dirty. I needed a shower afterwards. After I watched that. Honestly. It was such a lovely goal. And I wished it could have been the winner, but it just wasn't to be.
Yeah.
I thought
it deserved
it. Scored a good goal.
It deserved to be the winner.
I just thought it was it did deserve, although I could say that Liverpool should have done better in those in the likes of closing down Kevin De Bruyne, maybe not playing James Milner on the right hand side, maybe a few little stuff that we should have really ironed out, a few sloppy passes, a little bit of a lack of concentration here and there, but I mean, a draw is a fair result in the end. It's just we've got to take it on the chin and bring them on in the Etihad.
Yeah, literally.
I thought Bernardo Silva as well. Bernardo Silva did really well. The way I was fuming at the time because I was thinking, who's tackling him? Someone should be getting to him. And really, you could argue we should be getting to Jesus. But then, if you look at it on the other side, it's just individual brilliance. So it's a hard one, really. I could view it from both sides, but I couldn't really come to a conclusion with them.
Nah, that's fair. Listening to Paul is like listening to a young Ryan Lowe. It's absolutely brilliant. Because for anyone who doesn't know, my manager is actually a Scouse, and for the amount of times I'm there on Our Goal TV listening to what Ryan's saying post-match, pre-match, it's like listening to Ryan Lowe, a young Ryan Lowe, which is quite an interesting one. My PE teacher spoke on this game, Liverpool versus Man City. Souček is a potato salad merchant. Jesus Christ. I do rate that Salah goal. That was world class, even though I hate him. I hear that. I'm glad you're not. Oh, Jesus. Isn't Martial bold now? He is. He shaved his hair off. But Tyler, Liverpool, obviously, you're not as disappointed. Obviously, it's frustrated, but I wouldn't say disappointed, were you?
No, because as we done on the match reaction for my channel, we said that, I said that we have to remember City won the league last year, and we're still playing that team.
Yeah.
And I feel certain people not looking at it properly. They're just, because they haven't beat us since 2003 with fans. They're just looking at it from that perspective and expecting us to win. But yeah, the way we played it was draw, fair enough. And we're lucky, as I said to you, not to be 1 or 2 down from the first half. That
It was a
De Bruyne header.
chance, wasn't it? It was a chance to beat City. I thought it obviously wasn't to be, but I can be, as I said, I can be satisfied with a draw only if we
Yeah.
get a result at the Etihad, so we can cancel it. We can cancel them out if you like.
Yeah,
Sorry to interrupt you there, Tyler. Tyler?
Nah, it's all
Yeah, it was
good,
Tyler,
it's all
wasn't it? Sorry to interrupt you.
But yeah, the De Bruyne
Yeah,
header.
but
like,
I agree with you, mate.
yeah, the De Bruyne header. It's just see what I was saying about the space, like that they have, the awareness. I don't know. I don't know what's been going on in that department in recent weeks. I mean, I can see why with the Milner
Yeah,
thing because he's not actually a right back, but you know, like,
That brings me back to what I was saying though. It was just a few little stuff like that needs to be ironed out in that game. But
yeah,
yeah, I just can't wait to have Trent back, to be honest. Or it should have been a case of Joe Gomez coming on at half time, or Joe Gomez even starting. Hell, I wouldn't have even ruled out Nico Williams starting.
yeah,
He's
true,
the actual right back, if you like.
Yeah, no. Don't know what's happening.
Wait, by the way, how was Fabinho and Tyler? How was he? I heard he had an amazing part to play in City drawing. Fabinho.
Where's Niall?
That's what I was thinking.
I don't know what's happened. The hackers have taken
I was
him.
gonna say, is he? Oh,
there he is. There he is.
Oh, he's back.
Right. I'm actually going to have to do it on my phone because down in Devon, internet has just gone, which we love to see. Love to see down in Devon.
Internet's been obliterated.
Boys,
Yeah, internet says no. I am loading it as quickly as possible. But where were we? We were on to Chelsea. Not Chelsea, Liverpool. Kenny, did you have your say?
No, I didn't. I think honestly, how was Fabinho, Paul and Tyler? How was he? Yeah, I heard he had a part to play in City drawing. But to be fair, Milner probably should have had a red card. Let's be honest, second yellow. But
yeah. To be fair, he probably should have. But that's just part of the game. I can't complain.
yeah, I mean Liverpool, they were shit first half. Second half, City was shit. That's what I thought.
I don't think we were shit. I just thought we
weren't shit. We just weren't good enough.
Shit. City weren't shit.
Nah, you were shit first half. You had 0 shots on target. I mean,
we didn't do enough.
Okay.
Let's just say that. We
agree
weren't
to
shit.
disagree.
Okay.
Okay, yous were shit against Everton.
Yeah,
Yous were shit against Villa.
They
Yous
were shit
against West Ham.
Yeah, I know. I know. I've watched us. I know. I know. But I think Liverpool are probably going to finish above City. I don't think City are that good. I think City quite overrated. I think the only advantage City have. Yeah, I think the only advantage City really have that could get them like top 2, maybe first, is strength in depth. I think Chelsea also have that. Liverpool, if they keep their injury problems short, I think they'll finish above City. Honestly. I don't really see that much.
I think City are still a force. I mean they're definitely up there with the title. With the likes of them, Chelsea, us. It's gonna be really, really close this season, I think.
No, I think it's you and Chelsea, but then I think Chelsea, if you get injuries, might run away with it. It depends. It's. I mean, I was hoping United got to be in there, but unless we sack Ole, we're not in there. Sorry, but if we sack Ole, then we'll win the Champions League at least. So 2 Chelsea 2.0. But yeah, I think Liverpool second half were much better. Probably should have won with that Fabinho chance, but yeah.
It just wasn't.
Lads was apparently the bank.
Rodri did really, really, really well. I thought with that block, just split second reaction. I don't think Fabinho. People were saying Fabinho took a lot of time to. For people were saying that Fabinho took a long time to shoot. I don't really think he did. I think it was just a natural reaction
I
to
think he should have
take
been
that
first
touch, and
time.
then by the time, by the time he's able to actually swing it, Rodri's already there. And fair play to him. Fair play to him.
I think Fabinho still he should have just shot it first time. But I don't know what to say
Fabinho
now.
didn't have the best game in the world. I mean, he got dribbled past a couple times.
Me,
I
me,
mean,
I'm
mean
just
the amount of quality he usually shows, it's not
me.
not a concerning factor.
Let's just say I might have just seen the Fabinho miss year, and that's an easy first time. He's not. It's an easy
Which?
first time. The one from the free kick,
Oh.
86. That's an easy first time, and it's a tapping as well. Like, I don't know what he's doing, and he should be. Honestly,
I mean, it looks a natural reaction to like stop and take a touch from the way he receives it. I hope this doesn't sound like bias, because this is just me trying to be honest and giving him the benefit of the doubt. And by the time he's able to like get his leg to swing it, it's Rodri gets in front of it, and it's a really good block. I think it saved it saved City the game, really.
I just realised if you got hacked from Twitter, then you'd be finished on all socials.
Sorry.
If we got hacked from like Twitter or something, we get banished from all socials. Because we get to find out.
Oh, Niall's gone.
Or if Devon
What's going on in Devon?
Imagine if that's actually being hacked right now, and then he's not allowed to come up for the rest of the stream. Wait, if Niall can't come on for the rest of the stream, then we can't end it. It was just never ending.
I mean, do you want to do team of the week, boys?
Yeah.
Team of the week. What are we saying?
Yeah.
Oh, we are. He's back.
The man's back. Wow, he's frozen now, for fuck's sake. Whoa, what a face. Now, what a face. Someone screenshot that. Someone screenshot that.
Done.
Yes! Lads. We might have to get the stream till like 8 AM or something, so get strapped. Like Mark Zuckerberg, Jesus Christ. Apparently the Bank of America.
What are we doing?
Apparently the Bank of America is experiencing problems now. What is going on on this earth right now? Like, aliens exist, I don't care. Aliens exist. Aliens have to exist. There's been UFO sightings now. Now for fuck. Aliens exist, honestly. Aliens exist. I'm not having it. Aliens exist.
I mean, looking at the evidence, it's very hard not to believe that there's not life anywhere else in the universe. It's very hard to believe.
Yeah, exactly. Roger Smith just. We could have just found Roger Smith, but.
Are we gonna do team just before we get into like a deep like physics talk, like Bill Nye style? Shall we do team of the week for Niall?
Yeah. I know our player of the week. Yeah, it's Twitter. For staying, Twitter's survived. That's my player of the week. But seriously, yeah, goalkeeper.
Let.
Niall,
goalkeeper. Oh, is he back? Are we doing team of the week?
Niall, I can get that formation thing on for you quickly in case you get out another. I've got it up now. I can share it in case you like have to go off. But Devon has shit Wi-Fi again, so I can just share.
Well, there's no point, Carl. I'll just do it on my. Actually, it might be working. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. This is what happens when you have Virgin Media and it's raining.
And then hackers, they're taking down everything.
Hey, I've got Virgin Media and it's raining.
Same here.
understand
Yeah,
your
but
pain.
you don't live in Devon.
Wi-Fi. Oh yeah, and aliens being spotted. No, never mind. An alien's not being spotted.
Penny is
I'm
unbelievable.
going from BT to Sky, so I'm all right.
Oh my word! I just got baited. I just got baited.
You get baited every day, mate.
Oh, bud.
No, he's
Yeah,
gone
he's
again.
gone again. Oh,
Well, lads,
are we sorting? What? We need to have a plan here. Are we doing? See him? I don't see us
Let's
getting
start it off while we're
proper
here.
team
Then.
the
Let's
week
start
or
by
it
the
off
way,
while
by the
we're-
way, by the way, if I'm not here
Shall we
tomorrow,
all take a vote?
if I'm
Yeah.
not here tomorrow, then it was a pleasure being on this show. Yeah. If I'm not here tomorrow, lads.
I'm just going to do it on my phone. It's easier. It is just easier if I do it on my phone.
I've got
someone
information up now, right now. If you want me to like share the screen in case you like.
Mate, I won't be able to. Actually, I might be able to write it in.
I can.
It's fine. 1 minute. What? Just talk to the people. I'm going to tell people to stop messing around with the fucking router.
Paul's gone now. For fuck's sake. He jinxed himself.
No, Paul's gone.
Virgin Media in the rain. He jinxed himself. He jinxed himself. Or an alien's been spotted. Ah, for fuck's sake.
Anyway,
An alien has been genuinely spotted in the. What is going on? What is going on? Nah, this is the end of the world. I guarantee you. We're all gonna die tomorrow. I guarantee you.
I guarantee Manchester United will go down a step when they play Brentford.
Well, okay, that'll never happen though. Because honestly, we're gonna play them. Nah,
Good
to
one,
be
yeah,
fair,
good one.
I'm glad the world's ending, but I just hope I won't go to hell. Yeah, you get me.
Anyway,
Right, goalkeeper, lads, goalkeeper.
Sorted.
hey,
Oh,
he's back.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now back.
Sorted. Where did Paul
5,
get to?
4.
Oh, dear.
Paul's internet went bye-bye, I
Well,
think.
we got to the team of the week.
Oh, there's Paul.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Paul, you jinxed
I
yourself.
got a taste of heaven there, like.
Paul,
you
you
jinxed yourself.
you were saying about right. Kenny, shut the fuck up before my internet goes. Yeah, you were saying about Virgin Media and rain. Yeah, that's what I thought. Hopefully, no one touches the fucking router anymore, and all will be good. So, now I'm not going to share
Kenny's
my
gone.
thing because. Oh dear. Hopefully,
hell.
aliens have picked him up. Oh, I know, bloody hell! Is arguably.
He's en route. He's en route to Proxima Centauri as we speak. He's leaving the solar system.
Yeah. Okay. But let's do team of the week. We'll start with goalkeepers. I'll start us off. I thought Aaron Ramsdale had a very good for Arsenal. To be fair, Ramsdale, Aaron Ramsdale. What about the rest of you?
I thought Alisson had a great game, to be honest, against City.
Alisson, that's fair. That's a fair one.
I thought he definitely kept us in it when it looked like a certain goal once or twice.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
he could definitely be.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the Arsenal game in full length, but I watched most of it, and Adam Ramsdale had a really good game as well. There's definitely no ruling him out as well.
Yeah.
I just think in the importance of the Liverpool City game, I just thought he'd done well to keep us in it, because if it hadn't been for him, it could have been a 3-2, 4-2 win for City.
No, certainly agree with that. So one vote for Ramsdale, one vote for Alisson. Tyler?
Yeah, I'm gonna not being biased. I'm gonna have to go Alisson as well. Obviously, I didn't really watch the Arsenal game either as well, but yeah, that save he done on the first half, the Foden shot, and also even the second goal City scored, he would have actually saved that. It's just one of them unlucky goals conceded. But yeah, for me, it has to be Alisson as well because, as I said, I didn't watch the Arsenal game, so I can't really judge Ramsdale.
Kenny, who are you going for?
I thought Aaron Ramsdale, best Aaron in the league, by the way.
Excellent. So 2 votes for Max, Ramsdale, or Alisson.
So they both had very good games. I'm gonna edge. I know Alisson did very well, and he's a great keeper, but I've got to give it to Ramsdale at this point because.
Yeah, do you know what? It could have gone. I think the beauty of these two is it could have gone to either of them. I think they both had excellent games for their respective clubs and kept them both. I think if we're being real, both of those two are the reason both Liverpool and Arsenal still have a point. I think that's fair to say. So you can't even.
It's the clean sheet.
Yeah. I certainly wouldn't argue with that at all. But let's do right back.
One again, no, lads. No.
Let's do right back. Kenny's gone as well. This is going well. The two people who started talking about internet are now having internet issues. Karma is a bitch. Now, right back. I'm going to start us off with Tino Livramento. I thought he was excellent against Chelsea. Won them the penalty. Looked very good, very calm. So I'm going to go Livramento. Tyler?
Yeah, I'm going to go the same as you. From what I saw, he was good. So
Paul?
Who were the votes casted in?
So I'm saying Tino Livramento. So is Tyler.
I can't really think of anybody else who had it.
Ben Godfrey had a good game, to be fair, for right back. I thought Ben Godfrey had a good game for Ben Godfrey had a good game for Everton. No, not
Bissaka.
Or if he plays for Everton, I'll go for him.
So 2 votes for Tino. Paul, who are you going for?
Probably just to wind Kenny up. I'll go Ben Godfrey.
Okay. 2 votes for Tino and 1 vote for Ben Godfrey. Kenny?
I am going to go for.
That is karma is a bitch. What about you, Max?
That's class. That. Anyway, I'm saying Godfrey just to piss Kenny.
Okay. Which means deciding vote. We'll go Tino Livramento.
That's fine.
Big up to Rommel. Hey bro, hope you're good. Yeah, I am. Touchwood internet isn't doing too bad either. Let's go centre backs. Kenny, I casted your vote for Tino Livramento. Okay.
Yeah.
So centre backs. Oh bloody hell. Bloody hell.
Maguire's in there straight away.
Absolutely not.
Gabriel.
No, we can't have Gabriel in there. We don't have Gabby here. Only when Gabby's here.
Trying to think the one.
What about that? What's his name? Tarkowski. Apparently, he was good.
Ethan Pinnock.
Let's just
Oh, he's not even a centre back, is he?
Let's just go with them two. Tarkowski and Pinnock.
Do you know what? Michael Keane for Everton had a fairly good
Oh
game.
no! Please, no Everton players. I've literally got PTSD now.
So I'm gonna say
Joel Matip wasn't too bad for Liverpool.
Yeah. I'm a bit wary of giving it to someone who conceded 2 goals, as I'm sure sure most people can be.
I mean, Everton conceded 1, so that's
No. It's only a suggestion. I'm not saying.
Yeah,
but,
no,
I just mean a few times he wasn't too bad. But
Pinnock did play centre back, as did. So, I'm gonna go for. Did Zhang who scored? Oh, it was. I'm gonna go for.
Lindelof, in fact.
No, I'm gonna go Michael Keane and Ethan Pinnock. That's my 2. What about you, Tyler?
Same. Literally.
Nice, Max.
I'll just go.
Would you like? I was just about to say, would you like to say the same? Kenny.
I would like to go for Pinnock and Lindelof.
Okay. And what about you, Paul?
Yeah, I mean, and
Please, just for the banter.
You are banter.
I can't decide on someone else than Pinnock. Like,
just do Lindelof, please, Paul, please.
no, I'm not doing Lindelof.
It's okay, Michael Keane. We'll put Michael Keane in there.
Oh no, we might never.
Excellent. Love to see it. The Herb man says Chalobah. Chalobah played central midfield.
I don't
for
care.
starters. For starters, so
no.
So no, it's staying as it is. Now left back.
Sure.
No.
To be fair, Shaw didn't have a bad game. I thought he was all right, to be honest.
Actually,
Yeah,
no. One player who had an outstanding game, Cucurella, had a brilliant game for Brighton.
Yeah, but 0 goals, 0 assists. Could never
Right, but also Luke Shaw with 0 goals, 0 assists. So
but his team scored 1 in it. So
yeah, but Kenny, Luke Shaw also went to fucking Burger King halfway through the game. Now, I thought Cucurella had an excellent game for Brighton. He won man of the match. He was brilliant down that left hand side. So I'm going to go Cucurella. Tyler.
Sure. Even is there? Do you know what I mean? I didn't really watch that game, did I? But I'll just go in because I don't know who else.
Cucurella had an outstanding game. Max?
I'll go Cucurella as well.
Excellent. And Kenny?
Well, it doesn't matter now, does it? Like, for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
well, I would have gone. I would have gone, yeah.
Yeah. And what about you, Paul? Oh, Paul's.
That's what I've got to him. Oh, never mind. Oh, he frozen.
He was talking, Kenny. He was talking, but your fucking mouth was open again.
The aliens have him. I have that information. The aliens have him.
It's okay. I'm just going to.
From what I saw, Luke Shaw had a decent game, but Cucurella, I didn't. I didn't. I feel bad saying I didn't see anything of him, but I just thought I wasn't. I wasn't focusing on that part of the game. I don't think so.
Yeah, it was excellent. It was excellent. So
I mean,
unanimous
Cucurella.
Yeah, he's in anyway. Now, moving on to the 3 central midfielders. Oh boy.
Fred.
Fuck off. Do one. Bloody hell, midfielders. I'm trying to. Chalobah's a good shout. I will say Chalobah.
Did Norgard play in midfield?
Actually, I've got Chalobah playing centre back.
Wait, what?
Oh well.
Wait. What? Let me see. Let me check. Oh, he did it well. For fuck's sake, now. Right.
I'll take out. Are we happy at Pinnock and Keane, or should we try and get Chalobah in there?
Chalobah.
Yeah, Chalobah.
Over Pinnock or Keane?
Over Keane.
I'd say over Keane.
Okay. Chalobah. There will be one Everton player that I want to really try and get in there because I thought he was excellent. But we're on to central midfielders, and I'm having the biggest mind blank of literally life.
I thought Curtis Jones played well, and
Højbjerg definitely gets in. I don't even think that's up for a debate, is it? Højbjerg.
Getting a goal and what he did on the first goal as well.
Kevin De Bruyne, I think, gets in there as well.
I think he had.
I thought De Bruyne was actually quite crap.
I thought
Rodri maybe.
Apart from that, I just thought he was.
Rodri, that's a good shout.
I'd say Rodri gets in there. Yeah.
What about actually, no man.
What about Bernardo Silva?
Salah has to get in there somewhere, please.
Yeah, but did Bernardo Silva play central midfield?
Yeah, but.
Or did he? I can't remember. I knew.
He played central midfield.
I don't know. I'm just about to check.
Oh yeah, stick Bernardo in there.
What about?
Yeah. Bernardo Silva played central midfield because you had Jesus, Foden, and Grealish.
Did Elise play midfield for Palace?
No, he came on really late as well. I'm gonna say Bernardo Silva. I thought Silva was brilliant. Yeah. Everyone in agreement with Silva? Bernardo Silva?
I can't really think of it.
Yeah.
Kenny is literally being the one person talking the most. I actually want to hurt this kid now. But moving on to left wing. Now, just to really upset Kenny and almost every United fan, can we put Anthony Gordon in there, please?
Yes.
Because Anthony Gordon, and do you know what? For a youngster who was on loan, Kenny, if you talk one more time when someone else is talking, I'm going to kick you out. Being genuinely serious now. I thought Anthony Gordon I thought he was excellent. For a lad who was on loan at Preston last year, for him to come into a game that magnitude at Old Trafford and to keep that right hand side as shut as it was. And don't forget, he had Mason Greenwood, and Anthony Gordon was causing Greenwood a few issues as well. I'm going to go Anthony Gordon. I thought he was brilliant.
I thought Amari Gray had a good game, to be honest.
He played sort of in the centre of midfield.
Martial.
Did he? I thought he was on the wing. It looked as if he was on the wing to me.
No, he sort of. Rafa had him sort of in that 10 mark. He was in that sort of.
By the way, are we
just
all
behind?
I'd say Gray. I'd say Damari Gray and Silva in midfield, then me.
Oh, what, instead of Rodri?
Well.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
Well, it's
by the way, just to clear this up, I hope Greenwood right wing doesn't cause any issues.
Damari Gray, I've put in a central midfield. So left wing, I'm saying Anthony Gordon. What about you, Tyler?
Yeah, I'll go the same.
Max?
I'll go the same as well, to be honest.
Excellent. Paul?
Foden.
Oh, actually.
No.
I'll say Phil Foden. I thought.
Gordon said then. I don't want.
Yeah, true.
Do you know what? I feel bad for Anthony Gordon because he had a really good game, but yeah, I completely forgot about Phil Foden. If I'm being completely honest,
I thought he played right wing. Foden.
No, he didn't. He played left wing, and big up for Paul there because if it weren't for Paul there, we would have absolutely looked like fucking twats. So right wing, I think everyone.
Salah.
Salah.
Easily.
Yeah, of course, it's going to be Mo Salah. And up front, a few good. He didn't play up front.
Please. get Greenwood in there. He was good. He was very, very good.
He was good, but he wasn't better than Salah, and he didn't play up front. So
yeah, but he switched positions with Cavani a bit.
yeah, no, Kenny. Do you want to know? Raul Jimenez is a shout. I thought he was great. So
That is a good shout.
Hanky Chan, the Wolf striker.
Played on the left.
And has a good.
Yeah, Vardy had a good game.
I didn't think Foden was best position.
Kenny, I don't trust your football knowledge, so you know. Kenny, your voice is irritating me.
But Jamie Vardy.
Shut up.
I just said a shout, man. Jamie Vardy.
Jamie Vardy didn't even have a good game. Just because he scored doesn't necessarily mean he had a good game.
He did though.
He definitely didn't. Do you know? I'm gonna say Raul Jimenez. I'm gonna say Jimenez.
What about Burner?
Didn't play out front. Played on the wing. I'm gonna say Raul Jimenez. Tyler.
Yeah, totally agree. The difference he's made since he's come back in, obviously getting 2 assists. Yeah.
I mean, Vardy was all right, but when you've got 2 assists and you're playing for a Wolves team that, in all fairness, didn't look great under their new manager. I mean,
couldn't really finish anything either.
No, exactly. He's really transferred that team. Max, who are you going for?
I'll go Jimenez as well. He's done brilliantly.
Paul?
Has come back.
Jimenez, yeah, Jimenez.
Well, Jimenez and Kenny.
I thought Mbuemo was quite good. I thought Jimenez was good, but I just like to give a shout out to Mbuemo.
You can give a shout out to it. You can give a shout out to whoever you want. Jimenez gets in. Excellent. But yeah, that's it. We finally got there after, God knows how many issues. Until I finish talking, I'll bring him back in once he learns to shut his fucking mouth. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with God knows what. I haven't worked that much out yet, to be fair, because my head is still pounding from Kenny's voice. But yeah, God knows what's it's international break, isn't it? So it's all a complete and utter mess. So make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel with notifications on, because I don't know what's coming next because I haven't quite got that far into the week yet. So just make sure you got notifications on so you know when we go live next. Make sure you check out our socials: Twitter, Let's Talk EPL, Instagram, Let's Talk EPL _ when it starts working again, and on TikTok at Let's Talk Premier League if that doesn't get taken down, or God knows what. With once one social media network goes down, the world is ending apparently, or something like that. But Tyler, where can they find you, mate?
Literally, as you can see, where is it for you lot? Down there. That is literally my YouTube. We hit 300. Now we're on the road to 350. So if you could sub if you haven't already, that'd be lit. I don't know really what's coming up on my channel. Probably in England watch along next. I mean, there'll be a video out in like under an hour. My mate that's a City fan, his reaction to the game yesterday. So yeah, check that one out. And yeah.
Perfect. Max, where can they find you?
Get us back and get to bed right now. It's 11 o'clock, Max.
You should really learn to have your mic off when other people come in. Kenny, where can they find you, mate?
You can find me at Ronaldo is here. It's an L and not an I, just because I was taken. Kenny TV on YouTube and Kenny United on Twitch. Yeah, crazy. What?
Nothing, mate, nothing. And Paul, where can they find you, mate?
Twitter at PaulRachelFC, if it ever comes back on, where you can find me recent articles for the Copites and the Anfield Rap. And yeah,
Has Twitter gone down now?
Has it?
Oh yeah.
No,
Oh no, it hasn't. It
No.
hasn't.
no, it's Instagram that's down. I was just about to say my Twitter's fine. I've got to reply to some people on there as well. But yeah, as I said, no idea what's coming next. I know I'm recording a podcast with Liam for the Football Fan app tomorrow, so I know I'm doing that. Other than that, I haven't got a Scooby Dooby Doo of what's going on. Probably watch-alongs or something. We normally do a load of watch-alongs for international break.
Is it England on Saturday?
Yeah, there's not even any games televised. There is National League, so I don't know if they're doing any of them on BT. If they do, we'll do
I think they're doing one on BT. I don't know which one though.
Yeah, we'll probably do a National League game then tomorrow, and then Wednesday Nations League is back as well. So we'll find some stuff to do. Thursday Liverpool show, 8 p.m. Not sure what we're doing a debate on who has the better Liverpool legacy, Steven Gerrard or Mo Salah. Ooh. You do not want to miss that debate. That one's going to be a tough one for Liverpool fans. Are not looking forward to having to try and work that one out.
I could tell you that now, to be honest, Niall.
We don't want to ruin it for. And then obviously you got the Chelsea show where we're probably going to do a tier a ranking of something of some sort. It's probably ranking of managers, or I don't know. They've had enough managers in the Roman era that we can do a manager tier list for them. And then for United, probably a OLE debate or something. As always is such. RJ won't be there, mate. It'll be down to me. On that note, guys, thanks for watching. As I said, we finally got there. But until next time, have a good night and peace out.